Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah. In this video, we're going to be covering the third type of noun, which is mansub, which is the maf'ulun fihi or the dharf. So the maf'ulun fihi or the dharf, both of which mean the same thing, just two different words to mean the same thing, is roughly speaking a ism that is mansub that indicates a time or a place, like fawqa, which means above, tahta, which means below, amama, which means in front, ghadan, which means tomorrow, bukratan, which means tomorrow also, and the list goes on. Now, to go over the grammatical definition, linguistically, ظرف means a container. So the ظرف is called a ظرف, grammatically speaking, because it's indicating that the verb happened in this quote-unquote container of makan, place, or this container of zaman. Because we covered that the ظرف, the مفعول فيه, grammatically speaking, is an ism that's mansub that indicates a time or a place. So yani, what it does is that it's acting as if it was a container indicating that the verb or the action happened in this container of time or place. So to go over the grammatical definition here, if it's a ظرف الزمان, an adverb or a ظرف of time, it's اسم منصوب يدل على زمان وقوع الفعل بتقدير فيه. The definition would be that it's a اسم, the ظرف or the مفعول فيه is a اسم that's منصوب يدل على زمان وقوع الفعل, and it's indicating the time within which وقوع الفعل, the action took place, بتقدير فيه. And we're going to assume that before this ظرف, before the مفعول فيه, there is the حرف جر فيه. It's assumed there because of grammatical reasons. So say, for example, صام المسلمون اليوم. The Muslims, they fasted. Okay, in what container of time? اليوم, today. So اليوم is a ism, it's mansub, fatha, and it's indicating وقوع الفعل, the time within which the action took place. And we assume that before اليوم there's في. يعني صام المسلمون في اليوم. The Muslims, they fasted اليوم يعني today, يعني in this day. Okay? If it's the ظرف المكان or ظرف المكان, it's the ism that's mansub يدل على مكان وقوع الفعل. Same exact principle, but here it's indicating the place within which the action took place. And likewise, you're going to assume that before it, there's a harf jar fi. صليت, I prayed. Okay, I prayed where? In what place? In what container of time? خلف الإمام, behind the imam. So خلف is a ظرف, more specifically a ظرف المكان. Why? Because ism, it's mansub, and it's indicating the place within which the action took place. And we assume that before khalfa there is fi, يعني صليت في خلف الإمام, if you will. Okay, I prayed behind the imam. So this, in the very brief sense, is the مفعول فيه / ظرف. Now, the ظرف الزمان is of two types concerning its i'rab. Concerning its i'rab, its ending. Concerning its i'rab, its ending, the ظرف الزمان can be broken down into two types. What is mu'arab mansub? What will be mu'arab, meaning that its ending can clearly change. It can accept al-i'rab al-lafzi, and it's mansub. يوم, غدا, أصيلا, بكرة is going to be معرب and mansub. But there are some ظروف, there are some ظرف that are going to be مبني في محل نصب. They're going to be stuck on something, on a fath or on a kasr or something like that, or on a dhamma, if you will, but they're going to be in the position of nasab, like منذ. منذ is مبني على الضم, it's stuck on a dhamma, it never changes, but it's in the position of nasab, so it accepts al-i'rab and mahalli. متى, same principle, it's مبني على السكون, but it's في محل نصب. MC is مبني على الكسر, but it's في محل نصب. So sometimes you'll find a ظرف that's ending with a dhamma, that's ending with a kasra, for example, like منذ and MC, but it's still mansub in terms of its mahal, yani. It's taken an i'rab and mahalli of an nasb. The same can be said for ظرف المكان. A ظرف المكان can be معرب منصوب, like قبل, أمام, فوق, تحت, or it can be mabni on something like a dhamm or a sukun, but it's in the position of nasb. So حيث is mabni على الضم في محل nasb. Same thing with هنا, and same thing with بعد. Now note, certain ظروف like قبل and بعد and خلف can be معرب or mabni depending on the situation. It's important to understand. Sometimes you're going to find قبل and بعد, for example. Sometimes they're going to be مبني على الضم في محل نصب, but sometimes they're going to have a fatha at the end of it. And this goes back to details of grammar that are too extensive for this short video. So that, in a very brief sense, is المفعول فيه or الظرف. It's one of the types of nouns that are mansub. It's either going to be mansub with an apparent fatha, like يوم, غدا, أصيلا, بكرة, or it's going to be in the grammatical position of nasb, but it's going to be mabni on, for example, a dhamma or a kasra.